Hello and welcome back to my channel, everyone. It is your girl Cassandra Olivia, back with yet another hair cutting tutorial. So this is a new client that I have, and she was so kind to let me record her. So if you guys can, make sure you follow me on Instagram because I did put a little reel on there if I can talk. Oh my goodness. So anyway, my client has been pressing her hair for a while now, but she has not had it professionally trimmed in about 2 years. I believe that she had a hairstylist, and then she just had went to school and some things happened, and then the pandemic, so she just hasn't got around to getting her ends trimmed. So this is going to be a haircut. Just because it's been so long, it's going to be more than an inch, so I just want to make that known. So here you see me in the beginning, I'm pointing to her hair. My client initially thought that she was going to have to get a haircut, which is about to her shoulder, so I was just showing her the difference between where I wanted to take her hair and where she thought we had to take her hair. So by any means, I'm just consulting with my client, but I was letting her know, like, hey, if we did a bob, it would be this high. If we did what I suggest, it'll be down here. So again, just making sure that I'm thorough and I'm consulting with my client, because she did think that she was going to have a very short haircut, and she ended up not needing a lot, as much as she thought cut off. So I'm just going in. I like to generally start in the middle of my hair trim / haircuts, and I like to follow the natural shape of my client's hair. So in the center of her head, she did have quite a bit of breakage because she does wear ponytails a lot. So with that being said, I just started in the middle and I took it up to the shortest point. And now I'm just going in and cutting my guideline for the hair. It's not exactly a 0 degree because it's on a slant, meaning that it's in like a U shape, very slightly. But I'm just going in, following her natural hair shape. I already went in and pressed the hair and parted it out. And I'm just going in with my shears and just creating my guideline. Once I'm done this, I am going to go back in and just clean up any little pieces. But I just like to take my time whenever I trim my client's hair. So this is a real-time video. It's not super long. It doesn't take me long to trim hair at all or cut hair at all. But I just wanted to have this on here in case anybody who was in school or wants to learn how to trim hair or cut hair can learn how to do the way that I do. And again, it's not a one-size-fits-all. A lot of people, I feel like, when they cut or trim hair, it's just a one-size-fits-all. I literally customize every haircut or hair trim to my client, and I always consult with them. And again, because she is a new client, I did let her hold the mirror. This is completely optional. I just like to do whatever is more comfortable for my client. Again, this was her first ever visit with me, so I just wanted her to feel comfortable. So I did let her hold the mirror while I was cutting her hair, so that way she could see exactly what I was doing. But again, prior to me cutting off anything, I always consult with my clients and say, hey, this is where you thought you need to go. This is where I think we should go. Yes or no. And we just move from there. I never force anybody to do anything they don't want to do. And I never just cut without asking my client, is it okay? So for instance, if I had a client that wanted a trim but needed a haircut, I would suggest a haircut, but ultimately it's their decision, and I would allow them to still do the trim, and I would just tell them to come back in about 6 weeks to trim off some more. So I do have a couple clients like that, but 90% of my clients let me do what needs to be done. So now I went in, I already did her guideline. You guys saw me cleaning that up. And now I'm just going in, pulling her hair at a 90-degree angle, and I'm just cleaning up everything on the inside. So this is not going to make the hair any shorter. I already have my guideline in there, but I'm just pulling this out just to get any of those fairy knots and dead split ends from the inside of her hair out. And then once I'm done this, I am going to go in with my custom flat irons. You guys already know I use these literally in every video for the past 2 years. And I'm just going to go ahead and just bend her ends a little bit. She just wanted something really natural, soft, and pretty to where when she wrapped her hair, it would flow. So she pretty much let me freestyle her hairstyle. And then I always tell my clients, like, hey, I'll do my thing if you guys aren't sure what you want. But if you don't like it, just let me know and I can change it. Nothing is permanent, okay, besides the haircut or hair trim, which is why I make sure I do a thorough job. And I'm, again, just consulting with her as I'm going, letting her know, like, hey, I'm not cutting any more of your hair up, but I am just going in and cleaning up those little pieces that I see might have, like, I don't know how to describe it. I'm just going in and making sure everything is freaking perfect, okay? So again, when I start my haircut / hair trims, I like to create my guideline first. Then I go in and just clean that up. Then I pull it out at a 90-degree angle. And then once that's done, I comb everything back down and then just double and triple check my hair trims or haircuts, okay? What's the worst that could happen if you overly check? You get what I'm saying? So, and then I do like to get up on top of the client, look at it up close. I like to take a couple steps back. I like to have them move their head side to side. I like to go to my ring light and look at it in the camera view just to make sure that everything looks good, because sometimes when you're right up on it, especially with the darker cape, you can't really tell what you're doing. I usually use my white cape when I do haircuts or hair trims, but I did have a client last week. She brought me some wine and she spilled wine on my white cape, guys. So That cape is actually currently at home. I need to take it to the cleaners, but for now I'm just going to be rocking out with this black cape. But yeah, typically I like to have it to where the contrast of the hair doesn't blend with the cape too much, especially if you're new, because it can be intimidating if you can't see where you're cutting or what you're doing. Me, I can cut on anything. Black cape, white cape, doesn't make a difference. But that's just a pro tip. If you are a beginner and you don't feel as comfortable, just make sure that you have a cape that is like white, so that way the color of the hair and the contrast of the hair, it'll be easier for you to see everything. So now I'm just going in, I'm combing everything down. And I'm just going to have her hold up the mirror. I'm going to show her the end result of her hair trim. And then I am going to pull the cape. It does have like this little lump in the middle. So I'm just going to pull it slightly to the side so that way you can see how it looks when it's nice and smooth. This is optional, but again, I just want her to see everything nice and clearly the way that it is, okay? Because sometimes if you have a lump in your cape, it can look like it's uneven, but I promise you it is not. So this is how her hair cut looks, nice and healthy. We got rid of all the dead ends. She was super confident in me, and again, I appreciate her for just trusting me with her hair. And I just love getting new clients. Like, I'm just so blessed, guys. Like, I have literally hundreds of clients that come from all over, and the fact that they trust me with their hair and pay me my rate and tip me and just are such genuine people, I'm just very thankful. I can't say that enough. So with that being said, I'm just going to go in and bend her hair at the ends, and then I'm going to show you guys how it looks. I did have her also take her cape off. At this point, she had on a red shirt, so I put it up against the shirt just so you guys can see. And look at that movement, guys. Like, if you have not purchased my flat irons, you are just sleeping, okay? And before I forget, I know I've been rambling this whole video, but I just wanted to make sure I really explained everything thoroughly. Please, 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 if you can, just go in my link in my description. I will also drop it in the comments and vote for your girl. She is in a competition to be on a TV show. I was in first place for the first round. I'm in second round now. I'm in second place, which is fine. As long as I'm in the top 10 for this round, I will make it to the next round. But if you can, just go hit that link and scroll all the way to the bottom. It will ask you to create, I think, a free profile, and then you get one free vote per the whole competition. I'm by any means not asking anybody to pay for votes, but if you decide to do that, thank you a million times. But just hit me with the free vote. I'm cool with that. Anything counts. So with that being said, this is how I styled her hair. And then I'm just going to have her shake her hair. I'm just going to run my fingers through it. I'm going to give her the mirror again so she can see how it looks. Everything is nice and even. She was pleased. I was pleased. And then just for Instagram, I always have them like shake their hair and things like that, so you guys can see like how it moves and how it looks. Very shiny, very healthy. And I was so excited to just get her started back on her healthy hair journey. So again, thank you guys so much for watching and for supporting me, for following, for liking, for commenting. Your girl did just hit 66K on Instagram, so I'm very thankful for that, for everybody who followed and liked and just shows love. So with that being said, I'm going to enjoy the rest of this beautiful Saturday. I hope everybody has a wonderful and amazing weekend, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.